right, so we picking up where we left off, episode 9, part 8. Picking up where we left off as far as the dynamics between men and women, and also fishes. All right, now, Texas forever.
Now, here's the thing: a balanced man and a female is able to do
both. Yeah,
both.
Yeah.
Now, because right now we're at the extreme. Like, that's the reason why there's so much a gender issue right now, because sex battle or whatever. Right. Because men are the extreme side of it, where they want to just fuck up everything, right. And then the women on the extreme side, where they just very docile. You know, at least not so much now, but you know, in the past. You know, 1800, 1900 type, you know, you can't do this. Yeah, okay, so. But now everything is starting to kind of balance out, right. Because the men are failing. Now the women have to pick this up. You know, they have to imitate the oppressor in order to try to balance things out.
Yeah.
But that's not fair for the women, because now the women are taking on these androgenic features and characteristics, and they're losing their femininity.
Right.
Not because they want to, but more because they have to.
Right.
An example of this, and I said I was going to wrap it up, but
okay.
When there's wars going on,
right.
You know, because men don't know how to handle their issues, you know, they go off to war, and now the women have to do what? They have to work.
Right.
They have to go into the factories. They have to do they have to activate their sympathetic nervous system, you know, their masculine side, in order to, you know, take care of the home, right. And do things that, you know, that the man should be doing, that, you know, providing, right. All this. So now they're becoming more masculine. They're becoming more aggressive. And now they making their own money. They got their freedom. Men's come back from war, not giving his freedom up, you know. So now there's a battle, but everything is just balancing itself out.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, women will tell you now, you know, some of them are losing their ability to, to procreate.
Yeah.
Because their hormone levels have changed. Having more facial hair, body hair, because they're in the androgens in their blood are more than before. Like, there's a few things out there, but all that from boohooing men. You know, but yeah, I mean, yeah, a man's supposed to handle stress differently than a woman, in some sense. But
I see that.
Oh, they're from my first love. You know what love is.
Yeah, I got that. But we're pretty much done. But the thing about the situation part, like, say for instance, the man and woman are in bed. Honey, I hear something at the door.
Oh yeah, see, something as simple as that.
Something as that, and the wife says, "Why don't you go down and take a look?" And back then it was like, "I'll be right there. You know, I'll take care of it." But now it's like, "Why don't you come with me?"
Exactly.
You know, or why do I have to do it? You heard it first. You know, that kind of thing.
Perfect.
You know, that's pretty much what things are turning into. Yeah.
All of that, I could have saved all that time, and all you had to do was say that stuff. But that's perfect. That's a perfect depiction of exactly what's going on. Or, baby, is that a spider? Is that a roach? You know. Oh, you know, I make my own money and gender equality and all that. You get it.
It's like, yeah, why do I have to be the bug killer in the house? Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's in there. You see it's in there. It's innately is in there.
But, well, let me give you one more example. Okay, say we had a family situation where my wife was basically having a hard time, I mean, emotionally speaking, and we had a decision to make, or we had to do something, and all of a sudden it's like I kicked in by saying, "Hey, we got to handle it this way. Let's do." And normally she would be the one that be the the less emotional and more, strategic and being the smart one, where it kind of like hit me to say, hey, she's not taking care of what she needs to. I mean, she's not normal in the sense that she normally does this. She can't handle it. It's my turn. I have to do it. And it was almost automatic. So it's like it's still there for me, yeah. Because I can be calm about it. I can say, hey, all right, this is what we got to do, And one of the hard things is for women to listen too, because like in your situation with your niece, I'm sure they weren't listening to you, but you had to do what you had to do. It wasn't. I didn't have to explain nothing. I just did it, and let them keep going nuts because I can handle the situation. And I've done that lots of times where you're the calm one. You're the one that says, "Okay, we have to do it this way." So hey.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's why women have been in certain cultures have been. Have been protected more.
Oh yeah. The weaker sex. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's not weaker. I think that's where they're. It's not weaker as in less than.
Right.
It's weaker because it's just. I mean, biologically, your structure is not as strong as a man's structure. Now, you may have a couple women here that's. That'll make a man.
MMA fighters, yeah.
Yeah, so, but if you line all the women up in history and all the women up for man, overwhelmingly the percentage is quite clear what testosterone is and what estrogen does. And each has their own strength. Right. But when now they're flip-flopping, it becomes a mess.
Last thing. Remember we were talking about how the the cycle where men are becoming more feminine and women, like you were talking about. Well, we talked about this a long time ago, and it's really, I mean, this was before the gender thing going on. We were talking about it that long ago, and I like saying, I kind of like didn't grasp it, but now what you said back then was it's true. Men are becoming the weaker sex because they're not taking control of what they normally take control of.
Why aren't they? Why are men becoming women and women becoming men?
They like the clothes, I guess.
It's something inside of them. Their instincts is telling them I should be something different, and it's because of food and the drinks and the sugar.
See,
sugar is the ultimate endocrine disruptor.
Yeah. Okay.
It
That's the topic we need to go on, but understand. Okay, you got that. That's a hint, not a hint, but a tease. We're going to talk about sugar one of these days.
Yeah, we're going to talk about sugar.
Because I enjoy it, but you don't. So we'll talk about.
That's the main.
That's the thing. But I think we have to close this up. Because,
all right, we'll close it up. Yeah. You got to go, and wifey.
No, I got to do a few things.
It's like nah. But so that's our thing on love. Hey, my first love was memorable. I learned it was great because I learned what not to do. It's one of those things.
It's a learning situation. Yeah.
But looking back, it wasn't really love.
Was it lust?
You want to have? It wasn't lust.
No?
I don't want to come across as holy thou art or whatever that saying is. But I really, when I first met her, I wasn't really attracted to her.
Uh-huh.
She was attractive, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't, But I didn't have the courage to break up with her because I didn't want to hurt her. I didn't want to break up with her. So I stayed with it, and I'm like, well, let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But if I had an understanding of what love was,
you would.
If I knew then what I knew now, the moment she opened that door, I would have been like, nope, and I would have left, like that Geico commercial.
Yeah.
With the when he goes up to the attic.
Oh yeah.
And he sees the dolls. He says nope. And that's how I would have been. But it was great. I learned a lot.
Yeah. I think it's a necessity.
Yeah, you have to learn these things.
It's one of those steps.
But when they say a broken heart, that really broke my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't have the heart to do it. Yeah. I'm glad she did it.
Yeah.
But like I said, learning, that was...
I think one of the things is I think the women should make the decision to continue on or to...
Now, here's the thing. We'll wrap it up after this. A perfect society.
Yeah.
You know, there's a village or a city in Africa. I don't know how you pronounce it, but you spell it like Super Lake. That's how you Supalake.
Okay.
The women makes the decisions.
Okay.
The men do the work.
Okay.
That to me is a perfect, because a woman at her best, there is no comparison. Like, if I was a woman, I would have been taking over the world, because estrogen is there to slow you down. You know, biologically it robs the cell of energy, but it's not robbing, it's just there to keep you cool. Testosterone is that heat factor.
Right.
So a woman should be naturally patient. You know, when you're patient, you can do anything. That's why they're the ones that nurture the child, because you have to sit there with a child. You have to have that patience to sit there and don't do nothing else but nurse a baby. That takes patience. That takes understanding, being in tune with, you know, this baby. A man can't do that. That's why a man has to leave the house and has to just do shit. Like, it has to do, like, go and do, you know? So when you're able to sit patiently and think about and plan and do these things, that is perfect. And then you tell the man to go do that, because now the men is the one that's taking on the stress, because they're built to take on that stress.
Yeah.
They can afford that, you know. A woman can't afford that, so when she might do it for a little bit, but if she ends up doing it for a long time, it's unsustainable, and it's going to start breaking her down.
Good example. Okay, this is a good example. My wife has a tendency she's independent. She does everything on her own, basically. But I see her struggling sometimes. And like she'll drop something and blame me. But my comeback is, why didn't you tell me to do this? You know, if you tell me, I will do it. Doesn't matter what it is. If you tell me, just tell me, okay? Because you have the plan. If you got the plan, tell me what it is and I'll do it. But if you want to continue doing it yourself, I will not interrupt you.
Exactly.
Because anytime I interrupt by saying, here, let me help you. Oh, I got it. That kind of thing. So it's one of those things that you're releasing your power by saying, hey, give me a hand, help me out. You know, and that's the key to us. And if she would tell me more to help her, I wouldn't be so lazy. I'm just telling you.
No, well, you're trying to respect her.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
You're trying to respect her as a human being. Yeah. And say, hey, this is what you want. I'm not going to tell you what you want or what you should want, but you just let me know, and I'm here for you. You know?
But she's such a strong person that she doesn't want, because when I met her, she was independent. She was a single mom, taking care of everything and doing her thing, and didn't need help. But hey.
Well, we all need help.
Yeah, but it's just...
And the thing is, you can do it on your own.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do it on your own. And this whole thing about a woman can be a mother and go out in the workforce and do this. Yes, you can do it, but you're not gonna be able to do it. You're not gonna be able to do each job to its max capability.
Right.
It's something that's gonna falter because, fact, you can only hold one thought at a time.
Right.
Yeah. So multitasking is highly overrated because each one of those tasks is gonna be compromised by the energy. You only have but so much energy.
Yeah.
So, and that's for anybody, a man or a woman. So, if you want to be a great, 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 great mother, hey, be a mother. If you want to run a company, be a CEO, then just do that. Like, can't just do all the things just to say that you can do all these things. You know?
One of the biggest things is that regret, because you say you want to do it, but you don't. And you have that regret that you should have done what you were supposed to do.
Well,
like be the person that you're supposed to be.
You can do these things, but you can't do it all at once.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a child, then go to work, run your company, or run the company and then have your child. Like, you know, don't be greedy.
Yeah.
You know, like
you can't have it all.
It's not about your ego.
Right.
Like last thing.
Yeah.
Home Depot.
Yeah.
There was this lady. She was pregnant.
Okay.
And she was a cashier, but she was trying to help one of the customers move something.
Right.
Something heavy, a cart, was whatever. And the customer said, "Don't worry about it, you know, whatever. You don't have to. I got it." And then she still helped. And then she came back to check me out. And I was like, "Yeah, you weren't going to be told what to do, huh?" And she was like, "Yeah, I don't like people telling me what I can and can't do just because I'm pregnant. I'm going to show them anyway, you know?" I'm like, "But listen, it's not about you. It's about the baby. The baby is so, it's not even a grain of sand or whatever. The amount of stress you just put that baby through, you can't even comprehend at this point. Like, it's like a bite-sized candy bar to an adult is nothing, but you give a bite-sized candy bar to a toddler, that's gonna fuck them up. Like, that's like a whole bag of candy, you know, a whole Halloween bag of candy. Right. Like, it behaves differently, so it's that sensitive.
Yeah,
you know. But the whole estrogen, you know, you got fishes. You have a whole rack of fishes that can actually go from male to female and female to male depending on the need, not the want. It's the need, and that's what. See, there ain't no ego when it comes to the animals.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing what's needed. You know, so anyways, I think it's time to wrap it up.
I think it's time to wrap it up too. Hey, good job.
All right, yeah.
Hey, this one's going to be good.
I don't know what this one is.
I don't know.
Not a lot of laughs, but a lot of learning.
It's 'tis the season. I would say 'tis the season.
'Tis the season.
Yeah. Because we talked about certain things that deal with this season, but also what is love? I like that.
We got to come back to that because we left some on the table. It's just, love is like,
it's a beast.
Well, they say love is God.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing.
Oh, God is love. Yeah.
Love is God. God is love. And
what does that mean?
Well, that's the thing, because no matter what all of us think God is, in this human body, it's outside of our perception. I don't care if you think God is Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Krishna. I don't care whatever you say it is, there's something outside of that.
Right.
And that's the part that we can't
fathom.
That's the part we have to accept, that we just can't fathom, we can't break through.
Right.
Not in this body. Anyway. So that's the untouchable.
Right.
You know? I'm not untouchable. You can touch me anytime.
See, unreachable, because that's going to be unreachable too.
Well, you know, it don't have to be. Let's try it out right now.
Takes forever, man.
Takes forever.
Oh man, that's good.